Good morning. Aloha from Florida. Just got back from the mountains in North Carolina where it was nice and cool in the mornings and the evenings. Back in Florida now, back to the daily grind for a little while. So let's talk for a minute about pilots, airplanes, and Occam's razor. The pilot and airplane conversation has been going on seriously for 2 or 3 years. 3 or 4 years ago, you didn't know of a lot of flat earth pilots, but now today you know many of them, dozens and dozens that I've heard personally say, yeah, we know the earth is flat. Not we believe the earth is flat, we know the earth is flat. Did you know that pilots are taught to assume the earth is flat and non-rotating? That's weird, isn't it? Assume, just an assumption that the earth is flat and non-rotating. Well, isn't that really different than a spinning wet rock in outer space? I mean, if the earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour at the equator and an airplane is landing east or versus an airplane is landing west, you would think that the alleged movement and spin of the earth would affect the landing of that aircraft. But no, they're taught to assume the earth is flat and non-rotating. So many pilots have come out and said, yes, we know the earth is flat. There is not any equipment in any cockpit that accounts for the earth's alleged curvature or the earth's alleged motion. You know, let's use Occam's razor for a minute. Is it possible that an airplane is called an airplane because it is flying through the air over a plane? Yes. Is it possible that sea level is called sea level because the sea is level? Yeah. Is it possible that there is no equipment in any cockpit to account for the earth's alleged curvature or motion because there is no curvature and no motion? Yes. Occam's razor, if you can use reason, logic, and common sense, you can figure out quickly that the earth is flat and stationary. If you hold on to your indoctrination, if you hold on to your beliefs or your opinions, then you're going to remain a ball believer. You're going to be a globe believer. And that's what most people are because they've never questioned it. They've never actually applied reason, logic, and common sense to some of the simple things of our observable reality. Right now, we're talking about pilots and airplanes. Airplanes get to a cruising altitude and they fly straight and level. That is a term in flight, straight and level flight. Is it possible that it's called straight and level flight because the flight actually is straight and level over the surface of a plane? Yes. This is not real difficult. You can prove flat earth to yourself. Don't trust me or anybody else telling you that the earth is flat. Go figure it out, find out, prove it to yourself. I live in Ormond Beach, Florida. I can go to the seashore, look down to Ponce Inlet and see, not Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna, past Ponce Inlet. I can see the lighthouse flashing at night, which is 17 miles away, but New Smyrna is about 27 miles away. And I can see the condos down there standing straight up. They're not leaning away from me with the curvature of the earth. They are standing perfectly erect because they are on the same level plane. We've talked many times about convergence and vanishing points and the laws of perspective, how vision works on a flat level plane. That's why you see things so far in the distance with the bottom blurred out or the bottom disappeared completely because the bottom of that structure or structures have vanished into the vanishing point. They have converged into the horizon. That's the laws of perspective. That's how it works. But let's go back to pilots and airplanes. I want to recommend Vika Drazev and Flatten the Curve. There are several commercial and military pilots, as well as merchant marines, aeronautical engineers, the guys who navigate submarines, whatever their titles are, all telling you the earth is flat and stationary. And here's how we know from our real world, our decades of experience in the real world applications, the earth is flat and stationary by the way we sail, by the way we fly, by the way the submarines go through the water deep down below. Just like an airplane doesn't nose down around the alleged curvature of the earth because there is no curvature, a submarine does not nose down to stay at the same depth or same level because there's no curvature. A submarine will go across the abyssal plain, which is, I think, hundreds of thousands of miles of flat, observable and measurable flatness on the sea bottom or the sea floor. Much of the land above the oceans and much of the land beneath the oceans is flat for hundreds of miles at a time, which is impossible if the Earth were a sphere with a 3,959-mile radius. How many times do I have to say that? A lot, I guess. But use Occam's razor, use your reason, logic, common sense. Ask, why are there so many pilots saying, yeah, we know the Earth is flat? Ask why a mechanical gyroscope references level from where it's set, and you could fly it halfway around your magic spinning wet rock in outer space. You could take off in Canada and land at the tip of South America, and the mechanical gyroscope is still going to reference level from where it was taken off. It does not readjust with a magical delusion called gravity. It does not readjust with some kind of pressure gradient. Airplanes fly through the air over a plane. There's no equipment in any cockpit that says there is curvature or motion. The mechanical gyroscope, which is in airplane cockpits, proves emphatically that the Earth is flat and stationary. Vika Drazev, Truth in Plain Sight is his channel. Watch the documentary with the commercial and military pilots called Flatten the Curve. Have a good day. God bless.